The holidays are behind us now, and so we're moving forward. So I'm going to pick up right where my story left off. And this is the part many people don't talk about, how hard it can be to break a trauma bond. So only a few days earlier, the pastor's wife had come to my home, and that visit shook me to my core. I felt terrified and deeply ashamed, like my whole life could just collapse at any moment. So I did what many trauma-bonded individuals do. I started planning an escape in my mind. I rehearsed my words. I promised myself I would be strong. But I also knew something else. I was afraid. Not because I didn't want to leave, but because the pastor was so persuasive, and I feared he would pull me back in. So when the pastor stopped by after work, only a few days later after his wife's visit, I told him I had to leave. I told him I could not carry the weight of our illicit relationship any longer. And then I told him the confrontation with his wife was just more than I could bear, and that I needed to get my life back in order. And then the dynamic shifted. He broke down, he got on his knees, and he held my hands and begged me not to leave. He cried over and over, telling me, "If you leave, I'll have no one. I need you, Pat. Please don't abandon me." And I tried to resist. I argued back and told him it was unfair. I told him I needed to go. And I even said I'd heard of a church in another city where I could start over again. But he kept pleading, and I kept crying, "Let me go." And this is where the trauma bonding becomes so confusing. A trauma bond isn't love in the healthy sense. It's an attachment formed through fear and shame, secrecy, and emotional dependency. Often, it happens in the presence of a power imbalance, as in my situation. It's also strengthened by intermittent reinforcements, which are those intense moments of connection, tears, apologies, or affection that come right after distress, danger, or harm. In that moment, his desperation pierced me. I felt responsible for him, like leaving would destroy him. That's called a caretaker trap, and it often shows up when someone in authority, subtly or overtly, positions you as their emotional lifeline. You start asking, what about him? While losing sight of what is this doing to me? So I relented to his desperate cries, and I stayed. And time passed, very slowly. The relationship reached the 4th month, but it felt like it had been 4 years of my life. My days became long and burdensome, and I felt despondent. I wanted freedom. I wanted a fresh start. I even moved into a new apartment, yet I was still emotionally tethered to him. That's another hallmark of trauma bonds. You can change locations, but the psychological chains remain. The bond lives in the body through anxiety, longing, hypervigilance, and that persistent feeling of being trapped. And the hardest part was, I wanted to tell his wife the truth, but shame had me pinned down. I couldn't bear the devastation it would cause her, and I couldn't face what it would mean about me. So if you're listening and you relate to what I'm sharing, please hear this. Trauma bonds are hard to break, but they are not unbreakable. Being stuck doesn't mean you're weak. It just means that you're human, and your brain and body have been conditioned to survive something painful and very confusing. There is an escape route, but it often starts with support. Therapy, a safe support group, trusted spiritual guidance outside the abusive system. and a plan that prioritizes your safety and your sanity. Sometimes the bravest step is simply telling one safe person that I need help. You're not forever tied to your circumstances. You are not sentenced to secrecy. With God, all things are possible. And with support, there is a lifeline. And this is where we'll pause today. In a future video, I'll share how I finally got out. But for now, I want you to hold on to this truth. You can cancel your imprisonment. This is Patricia Arks with Power Restored Consulting.